Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? This is Gregory Wiles coming live to you from Houston, Texas with this inspirational morning walk. For first time listeners, so just get some exercise in the morning. Just walk a few miles around the neighborhood and I just share my thoughts with you guys. Whatever I'm inspired to talk about, I will share with you guys. So it's a beautiful day here. Yeah, a beautiful day. We just in the mid 50s today, so good weather for me to get some walking in, man. Good weather. Yes, if you miss anything or if you like what you heard, you can go back on YouTube. Everything is on there and you can find a lot of stuff. All these little talks that I'm doing in the mornings is on there. But yes, it's a beautiful day. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday to everyone. Yes, I can just be quick this morning. Not gonna be too long. Just want to give someone out there a little bit of motivation to keep going. Just someone out there just need to hear this little word this Friday going into the weekend, so they can get the little motivation they need to keep on going. Keep on going. Yes, right now you might be faced with a task. You might be faced with a task that it looks like you don't have everything you need. Good morning, Tessa. Good morning. How are you today? Yes, you might be faced with a task that you don't have everything you need. You tell yourself, I don't have everything I need for this, and you might be a little frustrated, might be a little overwhelmed. But you know what? It's going to be good, because it's sometimes in a case like what he did with Gideon. We can read this little story, but Gideon, Cindy Anderson, good morning. How are you today? How are you doing? Yes, it might be a case like Gideon where he wants you to know he's going to get you out of what you're in. He's going to get you through the situation in, but he wants you to know that you didn't do it off your own strength. You didn't do it off your own strength. He wants you to know for sure when you look back at it, you must say, you know what? It's only God brought me out of that. He wants you to recognize him in it, right? So sometimes that's what he do. We can go through this little story about Gideon and see how we did that with him, right? So yes, so just hold on there. It's gonna be good. So let's see what he said. Let's read from Judges 7:1-8. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but we can get the gist of it, right? This is where a man named Gideon, right? God tell him, you're gonna rise up and and lead Israel into battle, right? So he was going into a battle with Israel. But hear what he said here. Renita, good morning, Renita. How are you doing? So in Judges 7:1, right, it said, so Gideon and his army got up early and went as far as the spring of Harod. The armies of the Midianites were camped north of them in the valley near the hill of Moreh. The Lord said to Gideon, here we tell Gideon, you have too many warriors with you. If I let all of you fight the Midianites, the Israelites will boast to me that they saved themselves by their own strength, right? So he had all these men, and God said, no, don't take all these men. Don't take all these men to war. Because if I let all these go and fight, those Israelites gonna tell me, hey, you didn't do nothing for me, God. We win this battle on our own, right? So that's what God tell him, no, don't take all them men. So, so he said, therefore, tell the people, whoever is timid or afraid may leave this mountain and go home. So 22,000 of them went home, leaving only 10,000 who were willing to fight, right? So they start out with 32,000, right, going to fight. This nation we were going to fight was a big nation. If you read this, continue reading this passage, which I will not do today, they're saying the camels and the men, the warriors and the camels are so numerous to count. It's like counting the sand on the seashore. So there's a big nation they're going to fight, right? A huge nation, and he's going with 32,000. God said, no, that's too much. He break it down. He only left 10,000 now, and God still tell him it's too much, right? But let's see what he's saying for. But the Lord told Gideon, there are still too many men. Bring them down to the spring, and I will test them to determine who will go with you and who will not. When Gideon took his warriors down to the water, the Lord told him, divide the men into two groups. In one group, put all those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs. In the other group, put all those who kneel down and drink with their mouths to the stream. So only 300 of the men drank from their hands. All the others got down on their knees and drank with their mouths in the stream, right? Only 300. So here God tell him now. Then the Lord told Gideon, with these 300 men, I will rescue you and give you the victory over the Midianites. Send all the others home. So, in other words, God break his army down from 32,000 to 300 men. And he going up and fight against a huge army, right? It's like a little one of the little islands coming up against the United States with a fraction of the army, and the army already is smaller, way smaller than one of the developed nation army, and then they break it down just a little fraction of the army, and they come in to fight one of the developed nations who have all the sophisticated weaponry and all this, and you coming up to fight them, right? But God want to show you through your situation right now, he already gave you the victory, but when you come through this, you cannot even for 1 second think you did it off your own, right? So sometimes what you're going through, maybe that's what he's doing, right? He wants you to know, recognize me. I am present. I am doing this in your life. And, you know, whatever the mean, what he's trying to get you to do, he's trying to show you that I'm responsible for this. No way possible you could tell me you go up with 300 men and you're going to defeat this army, right? Because once he done it spiritually for you, that's the point I was trying to tell, trying to get home to us as believers. Once he done it spiritually, he done give you the victory spiritually. It doesn't matter physically what you got. He could send you alone and beat up the army. Because if you read this whole passage and you go on more, these people is who turn on themselves and kill out their own selves. They didn't even have to do nothing. They just have to blow these horns and all of that and kill. So once he give you that victory spiritually, right, naturally you might looking like you don't have everything you need to go through whatever you're going through. Maybe you get thrust into a promotion and you thinking, or something in the family, you just get thrust into this position and you thinking, I don't have enough education, I don't have enough training, I don't know for handle this responsibility that was given to me. He's saying, hey, you know what? It's fine. I got you. I already ordained you for this, and you're going to make it through. But when you get the success you get and things going the way it should go, I want you to recognize you of yourself know you didn't have enough education. You of yourself know you didn't have enough training, but yet still you shine like a star. I want you to recognize who's behind that. That's me, right? That's me. Sometimes you get in a business opportunity, you don't have all the resources, you don't have what you need. And he's saying, I can still get you through that. I'm going to still get you through that, right? Some type of sickness you're going through. You get all these negative reports. Nothing you see. No doctor can do nothing for you. They done just give up on you. Or maybe he's saying, hey, when I bring you through this, you must know it's only me got you through this, right? So I just want you to hold strong, whatever you're going through. I know a lot of people still home from the whole COVID situation, still struggling, a lot of effects from this. But he's saying, when I bring you through it, you must know it's me who bring you through it. You're going to have no doubt in your mind that I is the one who gets you through that situation you're in, right? So just like Gideon here, guys, you just hold strong. Sometimes that's what he's be doing to us. He's be doing to us. If we see we getting too prideful and we getting too haughty and we thinking everything that we doing is off our own strength, because that's what happens sometimes as we get success. We tend to forget him and start to lean on ourselves and thinking, okay, it's because of my bachelor's degree, it's because of my master's degree, it's because of this 100-year experience I have, it's because of all these skills that I have, that's why I'm getting this thing. God got nothing to do with this. And that's what some of the people who don't believe in God does. They just think all of this stuff is off of my own. And sometimes he's wanting to remind you, hey, I'm still at work. I'm still the one who providing everything, and I can take it away at any point in time, and I can give it to you. I can give you impossible victories, and I can make a victory where you think it's just a walkover for you, and then I could cause you to fail too. So he just wants us to know that he's ever present in our life. So I'm telling you, the people who this message is for, whatever you're going through, and it look like you don't have all the resources you need, maybe I just give you another option here, just like Gideon. Maybe it could be like Gideon, where he break his army down from 32,000 and leave him with 300 men, but he still give him the victory. He still give him the victory because he want them. Because let me read it. What he's told is what he's saying. He said, The army of the Midian were camped north of them in the valley near the hill of Moreh. The Lord said to Gideon, you have too many warriors with you. If I let all of you fight the Midianites, the Israelites will boast to me that they saved themselves by their own strength. They saved themselves by their own strength, right? So he wants them to know that, guys. So hold on, guys. Hold on. Know that he is always present, no matter what you're going through right now. He is still present. He is still working on your behalf. And he wants to get your attention. That's he running things, and he can get you out of the situation, and you must recognize that. So don't fail that test to recognize him and give him the praise when you get through the situation you're going through. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave that with you guys. Have a happy weekend. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk again on Monday. Mr. Keith Tellman, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? Hope all is well.